Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how I plant lettuce. Lettuce is a pretty difficult thing to plant and the preparation is all the work. This is Butter Crunch lettuce that I started last fall. I'm going to start some new spring lettuce for the upcoming spring months. After rototilling, I'm going to berm this up, this nice loose soil, and any little green plants, the grass and the weeds that got rototilled up, I'm going to actually get rid of those. You don't want any competition with the lettuce. So now I'm tamping down the berm with a nice sturdy rake, going back and forth a couple times, and I'm going back through again and picking out all those little weeds. And then I get a taper on the side of the raised bed. And finally, I'm scraping the top into a nice flat plateau using really gentle raking strokes. And now I sprinkle a little bit of 10-10-10 fertilizer. I don't measure it, I just make sure it's a roughly even patch of fertilizer. And then I work the fertilizer in very gently with the rake, pulling out any weeds that come up. And you just don't want the seeds to be directly in contact with the fertilizer. And tamp it down again. You want a nice solid compacted surface and the seeds coming next. For this lettuce patch, I'm planting a mixture. In fact, the word mesclun means mixture. These are gourmet greens, everything from radicchio to black-seeded Simpson to arugula. We're gonna have a variety in this bed. This is the entire content of one seed package, and instead of trying to do one seed at a time, I just sprinkle it loosely across the top. All right, to cover these very lightly, of less than 1/4 of an inch, I'm going to use this well-composted manure and garden scraps. Just to make sure I don't have any big lumps, I'm crumbling this compost in my fingers and sprinkling it over the seeds. And then water it in. I use a metal watering can because the plastic ones break over time, and a watering can instead of a garden hose because it doesn't disturb the soil as much. The other thing I do with lettuce seeds is I spray the top surface with insecticide because ants will come in overnight and eat the seeds. One thing I recommend highly is labeling all of your containers so that insecticides don't get confused with herbicides. Also, the insecticide that I'm using is a pyrethrin, which is a naturally derived compound originally from chrysanthemum plants.